Hi, how's it going? Today, I wanted to show you guys the Luminescent Cave update, even though it's been out for a while. But still, that doesn't mean everyone knows about it. So, first off, let's go to Luminescent Caves. I'm going to show you all the rods, how to get them, because that's mainly what people care about. They don't really care about everything else. So, I'm just going to guide you on how to get basically every single rod in that place. So, first off, you'll literally, and then from Sunstone's back part, you're going to take a right and then you're gonna line yourself up like 90 degrees with this like that, and you'll find this thingy. Oh, whoops. And then you're just gonna simply swim all the way down. We're basically making our way to Desolate Deep. Once you're at the bottom, you're gonna take a right and be careful of the mines, and you're gonna swim down this path. Now, once you get to this like middle area, you can either take a left or a right. Left will take you actually to like Desolate Deep or the pocket, but you're actually gonna take a right here. You're gonna take a right. And you'll notice a couple of pedestals. You'll see this guy, you'll see this guy, and you'll see one here as well. So there's 3 pedestals in total. And then what you're going to do is you're going to interact with each pedestal. They're going to ask you for a specific stone. And there's 12 stones in, the RNG pool. But per player, it's a different stones. You only need 3 out of the 12. You're going to interact with each pedestal, see what stone it asks you for, and you're going to go grab it. There's probably you guys can probably just look it up on the wiki. I don't need to go through every single stone. But anyway, you're going to bring them back. You're going to place it on designated pedestals. And then this place is going to, like, blow the wall. You're simply going to go in here. And then you're going to be met with this area. Either you can jump over here and you can get on the boat. Or you can just glide. I choose gliding. I have the advanced glider. And I have swimming boots. So I can just glide over. And boom, here we are at the Luminescent Cavern. Now, immediately, I'm just going to start off by going from here and describing everything this place has to offer as we make our way over to that waterfall. So first off, we have the innkeeper. You can put your spawn here. I'm not sure this mushroom does anything. But first off, over here, you're going to notice this rod. Can't interact with it. That's because this rod is only grabbable during Starfall. Yeah. When Starfall occurs, you can then interact with this guy and pick it up. That is the first rod. It seems like everyone uses it for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's like a beginner thing. But anyway, that's that. Then if you make your way over to this part here, this is where the colossal blue dragon hunt happens. You see, in the Luminescent Cave, it has its bestiary of its own. You'll see if I go down to here, you'll see this is the bestiary. I have every single fish. Now, this guy cannot be fished up regularly. It is not part of the regular pool. You have to like use a sundial term over and over because every single cycle there is a percent chance that a colossal blue dragon event can occur. This spawns a pool here. How it works is that it's an exotic. You fish it in the pool. If you get exotic, it's on your line. While it's on your line, not there's only one that can be fished up. However, what you can do is while it's on your line, it doesn't prevent other people from getting it on their line, meaning that you can have as many people getting it on their line as you want, as long as the first person who gets it or any of them doesn't fish it up yet. The second you have as many people as you want, and with their desired mutation, whatever, you can fish it up and the pool will go away. Once the pool's gone away, as long as you have it on your hook, it will not get snapped unless you snap your own rod. Now, how do you get the fish from this bestiary? Well, first off is just by fishing. You can get all of these guys, apart from, I think, some of them, from this pool, and including this guy. This is not the same dragon, by the way, as this one. This actually has its own hunt of its own. So if you see in chat, it always announces the dragon hunt. This is a completely separate hunt of its own. It is not this dragon. If you see the colossal ethereal dragon hunt has begun, it is not this guy. They are 2 different dragons. But only some of the fish from the bestiary can be fished up. The others are crab cage, including this guy. Now, a lot of people say that you absolutely need luck for this fish. I didn't. I used literally no luck, no aurora, and I got, you know, this guy. But that's how you get those fishes. That's how you get the bestiary. Now, you're probably seeing this part, and this is what most people absolutely, like, want so much. But this guy, when you interact with him, he says, if you want access to the door to a place called Crimson Cavern, you need to bring him a Crimson Colossal Blue Dragon. Now, this is where a lot of people get stumped, and they get very, very, very desperate. So, how do you get the Crimson mutation? Well, funny thing, Crimson is only obtainable from the Scarlet Spincaster Rod. But you want to know where you get it? In Crimson Cavern. So, how the hell do you get Crimson on the Colossal Blue Dragon? Well, the first and easy option is just have someone who's already unlocked it. Get them to fish up the Colossal Blue Dragon and hit the 30% chance. Boom, give it to you. Although they're probably either going to give it to you for free or they're going to charge an absurdly high price for it. Basically your entire inventory. Or if you don't have a friend or a person in the lobby willing to, you know, use their own rod to get it, this is the painful part. The only other way you can obtain Crimson Mutation is the Appraiser. Yeah. Once you fish up the Colossal Blue Dragon, just regularly, it doesn't matter if you get a mutation in the beginning, because appraising it might delete the mutation. You have to just appraise the fish. That is the only way. I'm sorry, it's painful. It's just the way it is. A lot of you hate it. I am aware. I had to do it myself. It sucks. But you gotta do it. And I know I'm gonna like gloss over it like it's easy. Once you've done that, you can then interact with him. He'll then unlock the door. Once you open said door, the second rod of Luminescent Cave is, of course, the heavily wanted luminous oath. This rod is 1.5 mil, but they nerfed it, both rods. They nerfed the stats, but they also put a cap on it. You physically can't buy this rod unless you're level 1000. Yeah, this is the Luminescent Oath. This can get you the Master Mutation if you perfect catch it. It's basically like a lesser version of the Ruinous, but it's way cheaper to get. So, yeah, that one. In order to get that, you have to get the full bestiary. You don't have to get the Sea Slug. I think you might have to get this guy. Don't have to get this guy. You just have to get these fishes. You have Crimson Cavern. Now, in Crimson Cavern, as I said, 4 out of the 6 rods in this update is here. The first one is right here. The second one is one you can get from this guy. The third one is presented up here, which I can't interact with. And the fourth one is actually just up there in that tree. Now, that rod right there is the easiest to explain. That's the Spincaster rod, this guy. The one that you get Crimson. It's hidden, but it's up there. You get that rod, you can then go ahead and get Crimson Mutation. This rod right here, can't interact with, is only obtainable during an eclipse. When it's an eclipse, you can then interact and buy it. Now, the last 2 rods are probably the grind. Because not only is this one probably this, I would say second best, because it's just like, the other one is just way more broken if you can hit it. And then this one is, there's no level cap to it. You can just do it. But there is a slight problem, because this one you have to craft it. Ancient Archives. You have to craft it in Ancient Archives. And you have to do the entire Ancient Idol puzzle to do that. That's the only drawback. But to get this guy, you have to get the full bestiary of the Crimson Cavern with all shiny sparkly fish. Now, there is a really easy way to do this. And I mean, it is 30 mil, and you have to be level 1000. But you just have to fish up every single fish. There's some crab cage fish. There's some regular fish. This guy is obtained for its own hunt as well, which is completely separate. It spawns over here in this area. It's the Ancient Colossal Dragon, or Colossal Ancient Dragon hunt. Again, it has the same mechanics. But the easiest way to complete this is by just taking all of the fish and appraising it. That's it. Don't have to pop any shiny sparkly totems, because you know how annoying it is to get shiny sparkling from a crab cage? Just get one of each fish and just go to the appraiser and then pop your totem and then get it, and then pop the other totem and then get it. That's the easiest way to do it. It is 30 mil, but that's how you get that one. Now, this one is a little different. This one's an entire quest line. See this guy? You're going for that guy. This guy tells you to bring 5 pieces that make up a crown, his crown. How do you get those 5 pieces? Well, 4 out of the 5 of them are from quests, and 2 of the quests are in here, I think. Who is that guy? That's the Poseidon's spite thingy. It's just bugged. All right, that's literally from the evil pitchfork. Why is it just sat there? Anyway, but 2 out of the 4 quests are, I think, this room quests. One of them is from this guy. He wants you to pick up the one of them spores. I know, like these guys. Actually, I think it's this guy who wants something. You just read his quest. I don't exactly remember. I've already done it. And then if you go over here and follow this path up, this is one of the other quests. This lever has something to do with the other quest. So, oh yeah, it's that guy over there. And this guy also is a quest for it. He gives you another piece. And then if you go in here, all I remember is that one of them asks you for a bunch of spores. Another one asks you for all the crystals that are like scattered around. One of them is getting the ancient dragon and showing it to one of them. So if you fish up an ancient dragon and show him, which is a guy over here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this guy. And then also this guy wants you to bring him a Atlantean barbed shark and an Atlantean globed or emperor jellyfish. Both of them are from Desolate Deeps pool, not Brine Pool, Desolate Deep. It's the legendary and mythic, and you have to get Atlantean on them, which is from the Trident Rod. Once you get those, show it to this guy. Once you get Ancient Dragon, show it to that guy. You'll get 4 out of the 5 pieces. Get the crystals that are like, and they're normally like sitting around here. There's like 4 in here, 4 in Crimson Cavern, and then the 5th piece. The 5th piece, this one's kind of tricky because you have to have. I mean, I did it with 2 people, but you have to do it with. The easiest way is to do it with 3 people. What I mean by that is that, you know how I showed you that level in Crimson Cavern? Well, in this place as well, there is another level. Both of them, if individually pressed, don't do anything. If you do them one at a time, they don't do anything. But if you pull them at the same time, now they do something. And what they do is, I'll show you. I showed you the locations of each rod. Okay, how am I? Yeah, there you go. If you go back through the river, back to, like, Desolate, you'll actually find a, like, hang on. Once you're here, you'll find a little, if you go from to the wall here and you make a left, there's this little piece of wall here. It's like light gray. What you have to do is the last piece is behind this wall. Now you can't bug through it, you can't glitch, the wall's too thick. But what you have to do is have both of those levers pulled at the exact same time, and it will open this door and you can grab the piece. That's how you get the last piece. Now, no, I did it with 3 people. Never mind. No, it's kind of impossible to do it with 2 people now that I think about it. But anyway, that's how you get those rods. And then all you do is return the pieces. You'll get given that little thing. You have to go to Ancient Isle. You have to go to the Ancient Archives. And then it's craftable for, like, I think 30 million now. Or 3 million. There's now a price on it. But once you do that, you get the rod. I recommend using Herculean and Cryogenic. But the last rod. Now this is like just a funny, goofy rod. What you have to do is you have to go Desolate Deep. I recommend putting your respawn point here in the Innkeeper. He is up here, right here. But what you gotta do is you just gotta jump into a landmine 25 times, and then you'll get TP to a room. From the room, I can't stress this enough. When you get in the room, don't move. Just go forward. Don't shift lock turn. Just go like this. Just hold W or whatever your platform you're on. Just go forward, and then you'll arrive at the boom ball rod. I have this skin. It's only claimable for a certain amount of time. If you didn't claim it by now, then you can't get this skin. This rod is just a mess around rod. But it's a rod. It's a collector's rod, you know? And that's literally every rod in this update. When the next one comes out, we have like a bunch more stuff. Once you got the rods, you're basically good. So that's the update. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like. This shows me that you want more fish content. Please subscribe if you haven't already or you're new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.